What's up, guys? Thanks for tuning into the channel today. Got a new car. Want to introduce you guys to. I've already started doing a few things to it. As you can see, it's a 04 WRX. I have the seats out of it right now. This thing was really nasty when I got it. Just needs a really good deep clean. It's got a few bolt-ons. I've cleaned up the headlights already. Hopefully it'll be like a track road course car. But yeah, as you can see, it's pretty filthy. Got a lot of junk in it right now. Seats torn apart. The cushion's off. I'll show you guys how those go back on whenever I get done washing those. Seats are pretty easy to pull out for 14mm bolts per side. And then just hog rings hold the covers to the cushions, and then they come right off. Alright guys, so the covers are done. They're still kind of just a little bit damp, but they'll dry. Getting kind of late at night, so I'm not worried about it. I'll be able to drive it tomorrow. So I'll go ahead and we'll get started. I'll show you kind of part of one of the bottoms, and we will hit a time lapse from there. Okay guys, so these are what the covers are held on with. There's metal rods that run through, and then there's these little, they're called hog rings or upholstery rings. See if I can get it to focus. Just little, kind of like a split ring, but you just slide it around the rod that goes through the cover. There's a rod down in the cushion, and then you just pinch them back together. Alright guys, so that's the rough part of it. The rest of it's just snapping little clips around the metal frame of the seat. Just making sure everything looks right. We'll go ahead and throw all that back together. I'll show you what the bottom looks like after I've got it all back together, and then we'll start on the back. There's the bottom. Actually, with it being a little damp, I think it actually helped the fabric stretch a little bit, so the clips in the back along the rails went on a little bit easier. So, tip for if you guys are doing this yourself, leave them just a little bit, I mean not soaking wet, but just a little bit, you know, just a little damp. Make the fabric stretch a lot better. We'll just throw the plastics on this, and then we'll get started with the back. Alright guys, so here's the finished product. Oops, running over my tools here. Not too bad of a job. We've got all the plastics back on. Everything's all cleaned up. Still have a few wet spots in the seats, but those will dry. They're not in the best condition for a set of stock seats, but they're a lot better than a lot I've seen. So we'll run these, and then eventually we'll do either STI seats or do some Brahms up front or something like that. Alright guys, so it got a little bit late on us last night. We did get the seats completely put back together. All we've got to do is throw them back in the car, and we'll be done with this little project. Here's the seats. It's the driver. It's in a little pretty rough shape, I mean, considering. The passenger, it's actually not that bad. The camera picks up a lot of stuff that you really can't see in person, so we'll get these guys thrown in here, and we'll be done with this little project. guys, so that's that. Pretty easy little process. Just want to thank you guys for watching, tuning in. Like, subscribe, and share. Keep an eye out for the next video. Hopefully we'll be doing the initial mock-up for the 1JZ and the Conquest by the weekend. Got all the engine bay cleaned out and pressure washed, so stick around. I hope to have that one coming up by the weekend, like I said, and I'll see you guys then.